doing good, is it? Okay, for today's lesson, for our PE subject, we are going to learn how to play badminton and the proper way to hold badminton and also the equipments that needed to play badminton. You guys got play badminton before? Yes. Yeah. You all know how to play badminton? Okay, and one more thing teacher want to emphasize today is, while playing badminton, I will also give you some self-checking methods. Why self-checking methods? Because when you play badminton, when you self-check yourself with the papers that teacher give, with the techniques that you guys have used, it will be very easy for you all to know where is your weakness, where is your strength. From there, you can actually improve yourself and also be able to be a very good player. Okay, and then now I would like to tell you about the objective for today's lesson. Okay, let's go with the objective. So the first objective is students have to perform 3 forward stroke and also backstroke in the evaluation phase. Next objective is perform combined techniques like forward and backward while passing the shuttlecock with racket in the friendly badminton match. Third objective is to perform the right swing motion and proper grip when playing badminton with your opponent. Okay, next, just now as teacher said, self-checking method. You know what is the self-checking method in your point of view?
We check ourselves.
What are you going to check yourself?
Like we practice ourselves whether the way we play the badminton is correct or not.
Yes. Do you think self-checking method is important?
Yes, of course.
Why?
Because like there's a reason why a certain sport works that way. If you follow if you do self-checking and you follow the correct techniques, you will realize that you improve and it was more efficient for you to play.
Yes. And also, do you all like badminton, playing badminton?
Yes.
Do you all have any intention to go more further level in badminton? No. Just a friendly match if you do. Okay. Okay students, now I would like to give a demonstration on how to actually we have to properly grip the badminton as well as strive it. Okay? So first of all, when you grip it, you cannot grip somewhere here. Because when you grip somewhere here, the badminton here will be more heavier. So when it gets heavier, it will be very hard for you to strive it. So when you hold somewhere in the middle to the black, so this is the black color stripes. So when you hold it in the middle, it will be very helpful because you won't feel the heaviness at the middle. So when you strike it, even if there's a wind or anything, okay, it will strike correctly to the shuttlecock. So this is the proper way of demonstrating it. Okay students, I want you all to be in a group of 3 people. Can you all make a circle? Okay, I'll be giving you 3 badmintons and I'll be asking you some hot questions regarding badminton and also the gripping technique. Okay, as what teacher taught you just now, gripping technique. Can you discuss among your group, why is it important to properly grip your badminton?
You have to properly grip so that we don't like halfway through the match suddenly the badminton racket fly away or something.
So that's Megan's answer. How about your answer?
My answer is if you properly grip it, then you can smash it harder, then you can win in the match like that.
Yeah, possibly. So do you have anything?
I agree with both of them because if you hold it at here or here, it becomes too flimsy, meaning you might think that you're going to hit it, but because you're not holding it correctly, it doesn't hit the target. So if you hold it here, it's more efficient, like moves with your hand just as you want.
So students, do you think we need to use all our fingers to grip or you just can use 3 or 2? What do you all think about it?
I think need all the fingers.
Yes, correct.
Light will slip out of your hand. Yeah, it will fly and hit someone else.
Yeah. Okay students, now I would like to introduce the proper equipment for your badminton. First of all, for a badminton match, you must have a racket and also a shuttlecock. So both of these equipment is very important to play badminton. You all think without shuttlecock you guys can play?
No.
Why?
Because the shuttlecock is the one getting hit.
Yeah, without the shuttlecock you can just swing your racket. You cannot actually play a match. Do you think without a racket we can play badminton?
No.
Definition for badminton is self racket, right? Yeah. So this is the main 2 equipments that we really needed for badminton. It can be a friendly match or it can also be a state level or representing school, anything is it. But racket and shuttlecock is very important for your badminton match. Okay students, since we are going to have a transition to the development phase, now let's do a quick warm up. Okay? So let's go by our head. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's count for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exchange your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4,
I can't.
5, 6, 7, 8. Exchange your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Activity 1. Teacher greets students. Good morning, students. Let's continue our class with Activity 1 Ya. Receive badminton rackets from the teacher. Teacher scold those students for not wearing proper attire. For PJK class. Listen attentively as the teacher explains the correct grid. Ready, position, and key elements feet placement, racket positioning. Actively observe and mentally note details during the teacher's demonstration of the correct grid and ready position. Individually practice the grit and ready position, emphasizing self-checking and making adjustments based on personal observations. Okay students, it's time for you guys practice as a pair. Pair up with classmates to check each other's grit and ready position, encouraging communication and feedback. Participate in a brief class reflection led by the teacher.
What you learn. I want your reflection.
Alright, so basically what I've learned is like in terms of how we hold the racket, because normally I saw people just like hold like that, so I thought it's correct, but in fact we have to hold with our thumb at here so that we can hold it in a better way. I mean more power when we smash the racket.
Okay, next, begin.
Okay, I also learned how to hold the racket, and then the footwork have to like that. Then I learned that my footwork is not stable enough, so okay. I also learned the same thing as them. Like I learned that I need to hold my racket properly. Before this, I just hold like this, like that, so I didn't hit the shuttlecock properly. And I also learned to stand properly. Before this, I just stand like this and stuff. So like the way I stand, it puts me at a disadvantage. Like I'm not like efficient enough to hit the ball.
Okay, very good, very good.
Activity 2. Forehand stroke. Absorb information on the proper technique for the forehand stroke from the teacher. Understand the key elements, including the smooth swing motion, wrist use, and the importance of a complete follow-through. Pay attention to details such as grip, swing motion, wrist control, and the follow-through. Receive verbal guidance for self-assessment. Emphasize self-checking during practice, focusing on the smoothness of the swing, wrist control, and achieving a complete follow-through. Make adjustments based on personal observations. Collaborate with a partner to discuss and share reflections on their forehand strokes.
What do you think?
Yeah, agree.
But there are many ways it can be like this. And then sometimes if you want, you can just smash like this.
How about you, Megan?
Same thing. Learn how to use this small.
Good morning, students. How was your previous activity? Yay, yeah, it was fun. So this is the activity. Now we're going to be moving on to serving motion and footwork drills. I will show you guys first. So for serving motion, you hold your racket like this. Then when you serve, hold up your shuttlecock, and then you serve like that. You have to flick it very fast. I want you guys to practice. I want you guys to practice first, and then later I'll ask you guys about what you learn. Okay, so how was it? How was your practice? What do you think about your serving motions? The teacher listens to the students' self-assessment and guides them to assess themselves. This is done so that students are able to identify their weaknesses and strengths to improve their practice next time. Okay, very nice. So now I'll teach you guys some basic footwork. Add on to your serving motion. Can I borrow one of the rackets? Thank you, alright. So by yourself like that, put a leg forward for support, just like that, so that it will increase your agility, okay? And again, your body should face your support leg side. It depends on if you are left or right-handed. Please practice on your own. Okay, so now I want you guys to do self-assessment. So what I want you guys to do is arrange yourself in a circle together. Take turns to do your self-assessment. Students are now taking turns to reflect on their lesson and provide feedback on their own progress through guided self-assessment. So now we're moving on to the fourth activity and go through the game fundamentals. I will explain the scoring system. You have the singles and doubles matches. So what is the difference? Single matches has one player on each end and double matches has two players on each end. There is also a difference in court sizes. The singles court is smaller than the doubles court. And then, for the score system, a point is given for every successful serve, and it will be awarded to whichever side wins the match. The winning side gets to go first in the next round. Can understand? So as you might know, the game will end when one side has 21 points. So if let's say the score is 20-20, one of the sides has to win 2 more points to have a clear win. If the game keeps going on to 29 points, One side has to reach 30 points to win. So this is the game fundamentals of badminton matches that you should know. Now, I want you to pair up and play one practice round. And I want you guys to keep track of your own scores. And later, I want you to check yourself to understand your weaknesses and strengths and what you can do to improve yourself. Students are now playing practice rounds with each other, and they are reminded to keep track of their scores. The teacher is now asking who won the match. The teacher guides them through self-checking their practice game. Earlier, the students give their own feedback for themselves. Students are encouraged to understand their weaknesses, to improve on them in the next round. Now, a second practice game will start. You guys should implement whatever tactics you have thought of. When you assessed yourself, students played a second game. The students now go through their game scores earlier and note if there was any improvement. They reflect on their tactics and highlighted areas that have been improved and areas that need more work. Teacher asks briefly what have they learnt in their previous lesson. She point out few skills again to the students. Teacher emphasizes more on service motion and footwork drills towards students. Then she explains what other students go on to do in this evaluation phase. The students are required to be 3 in a group and play a friendly badminton match. They will be given an evaluation checklist, and they have to follow the criteria as well. Teacher explains in detail what are the criteria they have to follow according to the checklist. explaining everything in detail. Teacher will distribute the checklist to the respective group. The students can have a look at the checklist. Before playing the friendly badminton match, the first group began to play. The third member in this group will be evaluating the two players, according to the checklist. Member should switch place with the other team members to evaluate the remaining member. The students continue the match by evaluating their team members. Another group of students will evaluate themselves by playing friendly badminton match. Evaluating the players whether they fulfill the criteria in the rubrics or not. to acknowledge their own progress. Teacher collected rackets from students and starts briefing about the cooling down and few stretching. Teacher starts with inhale and exhale first. Student did inhale and exhale 10 sets. Students successfully done 10 sets of MFAL. There were few difficulties. Next, teacher did lunge stretching. It helps strengthen your lower body, increase core strength and muscle tissue. Later on, students were instructed to do start jumps exercise. One of the key benefits of start jumps is that they're a full body exercise, meaning the move works the lower body, upper body and core muscles. Last but not least, teacher asked students to do squats, stretching for 30 seconds by doing it repeatedly. Class comes to an end, students drink water and started to back to classroom.